Hey guys, so I wanted to show two clears for this stage. One of them is going to be the blue Gojo one. It looks like this. And the other one will be one with Sukuna instead. It was part of my 1 through 5 video that I released a few days ago, but I'm going to show it again here. For this strategy, you can use SR Momo instead of SSR Momo. Their buffs are pretty much the same. The only thing is on turn 7, after Gojo ults, when he's doing his skill 1, SR Momo's buff will be a bit weaker. But it's still fine, it should work. Reset for crits if you need to, whatever you gotta do. And then for Kaito, this recollection, if you have it, works really well because it guarantees that he dies on turn 4. If you don't have this, then just bring any kind of a damage boosting recollection. I don't know what you could bring. Maybe something like this, give Gojo some stacks, or yeah, something like Rest for Adults on turns 4 through 6. Your team will get extra attack. You can bring that as well. But if you have this one, bring this one. This is going to reduce the RNG a little bit for you. Your Gojo does have to be pretty strong for this. Mine is A5, grade 14, level 9 skills, and he does just about barely enough damage. So yeah, your Gojo is going to have to be pretty maxed out to clear this stage reliably. Gonna buff immediately. Start stacking Pride. So you want this boss to continually use its damaging attacks instead of its healing and stuff, because if it heals too much, then Kaito doesn't have his ult up in time. So if that happens to you, you just have to reset. We're gonna punch this boss on the left here. Sorry if my voice sounds off. I've been very sick the past few days. I got a black flash there, which was quite a lot of damage. That's pretty lucky. And then now, because I have this recollection that I can use my ult with, again, the other taunt recollections, you can't even use them when you ult. It's only command skills, so they're not going to work, or they're not going to do anything here. But because we have this one, we're going to use this, and then ult. This guarantees that he dies on this turn. If you don't have this recollection, again, bring something else that'll give your team more damage, and then just pray that he dies this turn. Self buff again on Gojo. There's also some RNG here with Yaga getting targeted, so if Yaga dies, then you have to reset. Perfect. Yaga also needs to somehow survive this turn. This recollection helps a lot because she'll tank both of the hits from the boss here, so then we have to hope that this one doesn't target Yaga with its single target attack, and then we're fine. Nice, perfect. Now that all the RNG has lined up, we're going to combo ult. We can ignore this mechanic because for our Gojo himself just ignores all these debuffs, so we don't really have to worry about the buffs, transferring debuffs, stuff like that. My Gojo's strong enough to kill him this turn or barely keep him alive this turn, and the next turn I would just finish him off with a skill 1. Yeah, it's because I crit there. I crit for 8 million on the left boss, but even if I didn't, I would just skill 1 the boss on the left after and then finish him off. But that's kind of how it'll work for you guys as well. So yeah, give it a shot, and depending on how strong your Gojo is, you might need to finish off the fight after with Maito and Momo and stuff like that, but do what you can, and it's a pretty simple strategy. Now for the Sukuna variation. This was in my previous video where I did 1 through 5 with Sukuna, but some of you guys might not have seen that video, so I'm going to include this in this one as well. This one, positioning does matter. Your Momo has to come into this third slot to replace Toge so that she can buff freely. In terms of this recollection, it doesn't, it's not needed, but it's nice. And then you can use SR Momo instead as well if you want. Or even SR Nanami, although SSR Momo is the best option. Sukuna does not need to be maxed out. He can be a 0. It doesn't need too much for this stage. There's very little RNG. It's just if your Toge randomly gets targeted multiple turns in a row in the beginning, you might have to reset. Same thing with Yaga. If you get unlucky, he'll just get targeted and die. So you have to reset if that happens. We just don't do anything on turn 1. Nice. Good. Now we start buffing. Oh, we don't use a taunt yet. Don't use a taunt. We need him to get one more skill 3 off, or skill 2 off next turn. I really wish he'd stop hitting my Yaga, but it's okay. Now we taunt. Now we ult on Gojo. Now we're going to combo ult with Sukuna and Yaga. This is because we want to get to our skill 3s as fast as possible. So we don't really need to worry about double stacking Pride here. Next turn we will not be using buffs on Yaga, so it's fine that he died there. One more skill 3. This will break him. We'll ult, and we'll do another Pride stack skill 3. This will kill him. Yaga dying there early was a bit unfortunate, but as you can see, it doesn't really change the outcome too much. Okay, I hope this is helpful. Bye guys.